I need to put in additional parking for this warehouse we're building. There's 3 extra spots that aren't in yet, so I used the plans to figure out exactly how I need to lay everything out. This area is 27 feet wide and 18 feet deep. I use a string and spray paint to mark everything off. We also pull measurements from the side of the building to make sure everything is square. I start out by marking my corners, then I come out the same distance from the front and the side of the corner and then drive a pin. Using a string and spray paint, I get the radius marked out. This method works great, especially when you're working by yourself. Here you can see the radius. Next, I start cutting the sod and topsoil out of the parking area. I want to get rid of all the topsoil and get down to clay so that when I start putting my gravel in, it has a firm base to start on. I scoop away some of the gravel from the existing parking lot so it won't get mixed in with the topsoil as I strip it away. The topsoil has a darker color, whereas the clay has more of a yellowish color, so it's easy to tell the difference. A dump truck load of good topsoil in our area sells for upwards of $400, so I don't want to waste any of this, and I'll take it away and stockpile it. We'll probably end up using most of it on this job and won't haul any away, but if I do have extra, I can always sell it. Here I use the teeth of the bucket to cut a line at the edge of the parking. The topsoil is only a couple inches deep at the edge of the existing parking lot, but as much as 2 feet deep as I get further out. Once I get most of the topsoil out, I turn the machine sideways. Now I can go across and get anything I missed the other way. Next, I start bringing in gravel for our base. This is actually a mixture of 4-inch stone, crushed limestone, and some dirt all mixed together that we stripped up from the existing parking lot when we started the building, but it will make a great base for parking. I start at the right side and work my way across. I try not to go more than 8 inches deep at the deepest spot. Once I get it in an area, I backtrack it on my way out to get everything level. The cost of gravel is really high now, so it's nice that we can reuse what we dug up earlier. Plus, I didn't have to pay someone to haul it away. We were able to put a gravel berm around the edge of the parking lot instead of silt fence, so you can see here that I put the berm back in place to keep any soil from washing away. Now we're ready for the roller. This is a smooth drum vibratory roller. A sheepfoot roller would probably work better in this situation, but this machine definitely gets the job done. Again, I start on the right side and work my way across, overlapping as I go. The roller is definitely a more boring piece of equipment to operate, but it's rewarding to see it all compacted once it's done. After I get this entire area rolled, I bring in more gravel and start another lift. Since I don't want to drive the skid steer on the existing grass, it's a lot easier to make a pile of gravel at the end of the parking lot and back drag it than it is to try to sprinkle it evenly as you go forward. Next, I'm back on the roller for another round. I dug the topsoil out a couple feet further than I needed to. This way the gravel at the end will slope up, and the parking lot will have a firm base rather than just trying to stop the gravel exactly where the parking ends. Later, when we're finishing grading, I'll blend topsoil into this area. But this definitely makes a stronger base than if I tried to abruptly stop the gravel. Now I put in one more roll of gravel for a final lift. I like to use the teeth of my bucket to knock this pile down. Then when I get it spread out this way, I use the bottom of the bucket to spread it all out. A skid steer is great for this kind of work because it's easy to see what's in front of you and know how you need to position the bucket. The smoother you get it before the roller, the nicer it turns out. Here's the final round of rolling. You can see it's starting to take shape. Once we're completely done, we'll do another layer of 21A, but this gets us a good start. Here you can see what it looks like all finished up. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe.